Hey, what's going on, everyone? So today we're going to check out my awning from CVT. All right, so how I got this thing mounted on here, Prinsu, of course I have the Prinsu roof rack. Prinsu makes these little brackets here for mounting different kind of awnings. They'll work for more than just CVT, but obviously it works for me because that's what I got. So obviously these just kind of bolt onto these little crossbars, and then it bolts onto the awning itself. And then on the back here, it has these channels. There's 2 bolts on each one of these sides, and you can slide the awning forward or back, depending on where you need it. And I have mine slid just back enough to where it's not too far forward, but to where I can still open up my tent all the way. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how to take this thing out and set it up. So, first of all, unzip it. Nice thing is everything stays strapped inside the awning. So you come out, there's these 2 little buckles right here. Unrolls, and if you come over here, you can see there's these 2 legs right here that pop out. Now this is kind of tricky to do by yourself, so having a friend generally really helps. But for time being, I'm gonna do it by myself. And then on the inside here, you've got these other bars that will help support the awning itself. You can come out like this. Do that for now. And like I said, it is very doable. It's just kind of a pain. The way these things work is you twist them to lock it in and then unscrew it. And there you go. And then both these ones and the support ones work the same way as well. So I'm not gonna go too crazy, but then you can see it's got these little Velcro laps here to where you can do, there's 3 of them on both sides. You can make the awning nice and taut. But if you come under here, you can see there is an LED strip that's built in right here. So all you got to do, comes with a little plug, and then another system to where you can do AC or DC. And then you just plug that into, let's say if you have like a little Rockpals or something, you can plug that in and have a little light. Now, of course, you do have like these little D-rings right here. What I like to do sometimes, or even on these Velcro strips, is I'll take like smaller lights and I'll just add them on, so that way, you know, if you're hanging out here and if it's raining, snowing, whatever, you got an area to hang out where it's dry. Now, another cool thing about these awnings is you can get either a canvas walls, so you can make this like a whole private room, or you can get mesh walls. So, you know, if during the summer you want to use this as like a place to eat your food or cook or whatever, you can do that. One thing I like about this awning, and by the way, this is a 79 by 79 inch awning, but one thing I really like and why I got it is I plan to get the canvas walls. So let's say if I'm camping with like family or friends, they don't have a tent, I have my tent, and then I can deploy the walls for the annex, and then you have a whole separate room. Now, of course, those walls have zippers on either side so you can get out. The canvas one has a mesh door, and then you can have it to where it's just the whole canvas, you can't see through it. But yeah, So a pretty decent amount of space under here. You know, like I said, if you got like friends or family, this is a great place to like cook, get out of the sun, stay, you know, cool in the shade, or get out of the weather. And then to put it away, you just do the same steps but in reverse. I'm going to make this a time lapse and have my buddy help me out because, like I said, it's kind of a pain, but it's very manageable to do by yourself. All right, one thing I do want to mention, they do have both on this part and on the part closest to the mounting point for the awning. They do have these little like rubber cubes that kind of help keep these poles in place from popping out on time. And then another thing I forgot to mention before is they do have these tie downs. So it did come with some tie downs. So if it's like really windy out and you want to have your awning out still for whatever reason, you can actually tie this down and make it a little bit more secure. But from here, you just roll it back up, strap it in, and you're good to go. And it's as easy as that. So if you guys want to check them out, I will have a link in the description down below. I'm also going to be doing a review on my CVT tent. Huge shout out to these guys. They are a sponsor of Rebel Outdoors, so I absolutely love their products. This awning is great. They also do make a 55-inch, 79-inch, and a 99-inch. So obviously if you have like an SUV, you probably want to go for like the 79 or the 99. Or if you have like a short bed Tacoma, maybe like the 55-inch. But I do want to show you guys another application for these awnings. A lot of people will put them like underneath their tents if they have like the whole bed rack system. That way, if their tent deploys the opposite way, now again, I said my tent deploys on the driver's side. So like for example, if my tent was to deploy on the passenger side, some people would put their awnings like right here. So that way they have another spot to do that. If you do have like one of the full racks, or if you have like a topper setup with a rack on top, you could do like the one long awning, or you could do two separate smaller awnings if you want to set it up that way too. But thanks for checking out the video. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Well, if you're wondering why the truck's kind of muddy, because I was about to go shoot a video on the tent and the awning in my backyard. And for those of you who don't know, I am currently living in North Carolina, and it has been raining here for the last week, well, maybe a little bit more than a week, but you can hear all this slosh and stuff that's going on. You can see some of the water. Well, stupid little me is like, oh, I'll just drive in my backyard, so I'm not filming this in my driveway. Well, this is where the truck used to be. And as you can see, yeah. So, huge shout out to Max Tracks, because that's what got me unstuck out of this mess. And of course, Josh over there and his strong, healthy back and that shovel helping me out. But yeah, here's the Max Tracks. You can see I kind of burnt the one side. This side's still pretty pretty good, I'd say, but this side's kind of, you know, this side's kind of donezo. So there's the other one. So yeah, good job, Max Trucks.